Good evening, everyone, and happy Saturday. I hope everyone had a wonderful Thanksgiving. I hope you guys ate a lot of food, a lot of leftovers, and of course, shared it with family. Hey, DNA. Um, the reason I'm doing this I can and I will topic is simply because of the fact many of us have experienced, failures, right, regarding of what we want to do as far as goals. And some of us haven't accomplished them yet because we continue to fail, right? Let me tell you something. When you fail something, that doesn't mean there's no way you could go around it and achieve it, right? Sometimes it takes time. Sometimes it takes support from others, family members, friends. In my case, let me take off these glasses because I think the glare is messing with my eyeballs. But for me, going back to college, it was a bit difficult. I did say this. I think my first dream, um, I did say like I was like the oldest one there, and everybody's like literally fresh out of high school or like 21 years old. Mind you, there's a big age gap, right? I've been out of school for so long. I haven't been in school since a pretty long time, right? And it took me years to figure out what I was passionate about or what I wanted to get into going to college because it's something you really got to be sure about, right? Um, so what I did was, hey sis, so what I did was when I started working with children, right? Over time, I started seeing the difference and the changes and the impact I started having with them, right? I built relationship with the children. I built relationship with the parents that were from the community. And, little by little, I started seeing, wow, there's so much more to me that I didn't know, right? And it took for me to be at my job to kind of like open my eyes in that sense, right? So I finally got um find a college that was willing to accept all my old previous college credits, right? Because I attended Interboro. Interboro was shut down due to scamming, its students and whatnot. So it got shut down, and it was all over the news. So that was one of the reasons why it was so hard for me to get into college. Besides the fact that I still wasn't sure what to major in. And let me tell you, I attended Monroe College for 2 years. I was supposed to graduate in class 2021, but I took a break. So, um, no, yeah, I was supposed to be class 2021. I took a break, and when I got back into it, I nobody told me what I was in for my last 2 semesters, which they changed the whole APA format. Right when I first attended college, we was doing APA format 6th edition, and that was in 2019 when I started. When I went back in 2022, I mean fall 2021, they was on format APA 7th edition. And let me tell you, the 7th edition format was very confusing to me. I had professors sending me links that explain step by step how to do my assignments, and it was so complicated for my brain to grasp it, right? I kid y'all not. It was like the most complicated one. I don't know why my brain couldn't grasp the APA 7 format. So it took a lot of work. I had to have my classmates help me revise it. I had one of my closest friends stay up late at night with me, literally going over my assignments, editing anything that was there that needed to be modified. Like it was a lot. Like you guys have no idea. And believe it or not, a lot of people doubted me because of my age and because of the fact like it's been so many years I was out of school. They figured like, oh, she hasn't been in school in years. There's no way she'll be able to like graduate or do these assignments X, Y, and Z. There's always somebody hating. There's always somebody, putting doubts in your head because maybe they haven't accomplished something they wanted to or whatever the case may be, right? Let me tell you something. College is not a joke, right? Like it's not a joke. I tell this to everybody. Be sure what you want to do as a career and as a profession. because it's not a joke. When the assignments start coming in, it's a lot of work, a lot of reading, research, typing, editing. Like, it's a lot, right? And for those who don't know, and I mentioned this countless times, I've studied human services, right? And it's like beneath being a social worker, right? So I got my associates for now. I don't know. I can't predict the future. I don't know if I'll go back for my bachelor's or whatever. But the point of the matter is, human services is helping people, right? Helping them within your community. Human resources, providing resources to them. And I like the fact, if I have knowledge of something in which I could help somebody, I love giving that. I love passing on that knowledge to somebody else, right? And one thing that helped me process like how the system works, how society works, is the classes that came along with going from studying for human services, right? I studied sociology, psychology, abnormal behavior. Yeah, abnormal behavior, I think that's the name of the class, right? And you learn a lot about the way people think, why they act the way they do, their reactions. You start learning a lot. And then in that process, you start kind of like self-reflecting, right? Thinking about a lot of things that you could have handled differently. I kid you not, that was me the whole time last year. I was like reevaluating myself. And it done a lot. It done a lot of changes in me. And let me tell you something. There was one professor that I'm so like forever grateful for. My husband used to call me a teacher's pet, which I haven't heard that term in so long, you know. Um, because I was always participating in his class. He hardly gave us assignments, right? His thing was like take notes down, whatever we speak about, and this is what your assignments was going to be based on whenever he gives an assignment. Hates him. It was 3 exams and then a final. The one thing, oh my gosh, I don't want to talk about this. The one thing I was always scared to do when it came to this class is give out presentations. Like, you have to be on camera and speak. And it was like, oh boy, like I don't like doing these things. Like, I'm very camera shy as far as speaking to the public, right? Speaking to people outside of the circle. Um, and it was like the funniest thing, but I think that's what kind of helped me build relationships with my classmates. It was like the best experience ever. I did one on body shaming, and it was like the funniest like project for me, like self presentation, because I was talking about body shaming and I mentioned BBL. He asked what was a BBL. That was like the whole laugh of the day with that professor. Like I got to give it to him. G Smooth, like I miss that guy. Like, he was like the best professor anybody could have and ask for. And I used to tell him, like, I can't do this, and he's like, you got this. Stop doubting yourself. And when I spoke, I literally just let myself go. Like, I just spoke whatever facts I knew. The dangers of body shaming, the cost of it, why women do it. And like I said, it's all because the standards of beauty in the society that we live in today. And there was also other assignments, not from this professor. I'm telling you, he's bomb. Yeah, I used to talk so much about him. He's like my favorite professor. He was like the best. Um, there was other professors I had to study for. I had for class, which was fundamentals of communication. That class was a class I took, I think, my first semester, my second, I can't remember. Yeah, I really can't remember. I probably have somewhere in my binder. Um, this is where we learn how to communicate, right? This is where we learn how to communicate in front of a big group. Oh, snap, Steve. Um, and you know what it is to do, like, what was his final? Oh, our final. Oh my goodness, I hate it. This is what our final had to do with. I think kind of like business related, but not really. Like, depending what you picked. Mine was being a babysitter, right? I had to sell myself. as a babysitter, right? I had to get people to want to hire me. That was like my final. And I had to present myself with PowerPoint slides, right? And speak on the activities I will be doing as a babysitter and X, Y, and Z. Oh my gosh. I don't know what to say. It was like standing in front of that class. I just felt like the world's eyes was on me. And it was only like 28 students, right? But I felt like the eyes of the world was literally on me. I don't know how these politicians do it, these celebrities do it. I just cannot. It was just so much pressure on me that day. And I got so nervous. He used to always have us do like activities before the class started at once a week. He used to always talk to me to the side. And this one thing this professor did, he used to be like, Sonia, stop being scared. You have grit. And I'm like, what is grit? I don't know what that is, right? Never heard of that word. So of course, you know me. I don't know something, I'm going to question it. So for those who don't know, grit means it's the personality trait possessed by individuals who demonstrate passion and perseverance towards a goal despite being confronted by significant obstacles and distractions, right? So, hey, bracket. So this is something like in which I would start seeing myself like, okay, maybe I could do this. I'm telling you, going back to school after all these years, I had a lot of doubt. People doubted me. So it was like so much going on in my life. Like it was just too much. Plus being a mom, plus working, it was so much going on. It wasn't the easiest thing. This is why I tell people, um, if someone doesn't reach out to you, it's not that they don't want to. Sometimes understand they have certain things they got going on for themselves, right? They want to grow, right? And sometimes growing requires you to isolate yourself from people at times, right? Because you can't afford distractions. Because the minute you start allowing distractions in your life, when you're trying to grow, you're setting yourself back. And you might be setting yourself back for the wrong group of people, right? And I got to put that out there because that's a fact. I've kind of been through it, not going to college, but I've gone through it. And listen, I'm not gonna lie. It got to the point where I did not want to go back to school when I took that year break. But then I was like, no, let me not just do this for myself. Let me do this for my daughters, right? Let me be that role model for my daughters, right? Because I don't want them to be like, wow, mommy made it halfway to college and then she just never went back. No, I went back because I was not only trying to prove to myself that I could do it, I was trying to prove to them that despite my schedule, despite my schedule, I'm reading the comments. Despite my schedule, I wanted to really show them you could do anything you set yourself to do, right? You could achieve any goal. It's all about the work you put in, the dedication you put in, the support you have. While he's in here, he's in the chat. He could tell you there was nights I used to go to sleep at 3 o'clock in the morning, only to wake up at 6 in the morning, shower, get dressed, so I could get my kids ready for school, right? There was times I didn't even eat. I would like do my morning class. No, drop the kids off at school, start my class, try to take a nap, which wasn't enough time for a nap, go to work. And my nap time was when I finished coming home from work and helping my daughter with her homework. That was my time for me to go to sleep. I used to pass out like the dead. Oh my gosh, you guys are ridiculous. Now Racket's trying to be Dominican. Que lo que. But yeah, what for those who are in the chat, Steve, Racket, Tim, I don't know if my sister's here. She's somewhere. I'm hoping she's still in DNA. What does I can't and I will mean to you guys? Because everybody has their own perception of what that term means. For me, it's not giving up despite the doubts that are instilled into my head by others, despite my schedule being having a busy schedule as a working mom and everything. What does it mean to you guys? Oops. I don't know why is there screwdrivers on this desk. So it just rolled off. Hey, lazy. Oh, I keep saying lazy. My bad. Hey, Jedi. My bad. My bad. My bad. My bad. Like honestly, my bad. You guys could take your time typing. Everybody has their own perception of what it means to them. Hey Josh, to me it means to just not quit and keep trying. Absolutely. And that's one of the most hardest things to do is to like not wanting to quit because it's so easily to quit, right? It's so easy to quit. But you should never allow yourself to quit. Hey Marty, not giving yourself a limit. That's another one. Jedi, leave me alone. Is I don't like calling you lazy. I prefer Jedi. I mean, sure, there's people that have busier schedules than I do, and they still went to school or did other things. Continue to chase their goals. Okay, guys, this don't mind this comment. I'm gonna have to put it up, but don't mind this comment. I don't know why he's trying to be funny here. As you know, this is the boys. The boys always want to be silly. Luckily, Bernie's asleep at this time, I think. Marty's sticking out the eyeballs. So yeah, besides the fact that I lost sleep and sometimes I missed out on meals because I had to prove that I could do this for not only for myself but for my daughters. Um, oh my god, it's a dry cough I didn't want to have. Is the fact that if I could get myself to graduate from college, I will see myself in a whole different way, right? Because I everybody that's here have heard my story. I grew up in a very toxic environment as a child. All the way till I was like 19, abusive home, neglection, all of that, right? So this was a big deal for me. It means never stop moving forward. Even on a downtrend, your life is on an overall upwards pattern. So, and that's very well said, Steve. Makes you want to make sure you achieve more, especially when others want to degrade you. Yes. Growing up, I've had been told and diagnosed with a learning disability, right? I have proof of it. I finally found the letter. I got it when I was, I think, in second or third grade that they did an evaluation on me and I was diagnosed with a learning disability in which I can't learn like others at times. Certain information doesn't stick. I have to find a different way to learn. So that was a tricky thing to work with at times, especially when it came to math. Oh my gosh, math was just beyond terrible for me to grasp. Literally, you have to teach me a certain way for me to understand what is it that we was learning for the day. However, let me go back. Some of you haven't seen my graduation pictures, but let me tell you, for my semester, I don't know how to tell you guys. I graduated and like I passed all my all my last four classes, my final semester with a 4.0 GPA. All my classes were with A's, right? But as an overall cumulative grade point average, I graduated with a 3.6, I believe, and I made it to president's honor roll list twice. Something totally unexpected. I graduated with second high honors, which is magna cum laude, which is another thing that, Latin honors at that, which is something I never expected. Why? Because I kept pushing myself, pushing myself, pushing myself. Um, and I used to complain, like, I'm not gonna pass, I'm gonna fail, I'm not gonna graduate with my friends that I made. I will cry. Like Wadi could tell you, I would cry at times when I was doing the assignments. There was times I wanted to grab my laptop and throw it across the room because I started self-doubting, right? I would get triggered from the littlest things at times, right? And if you ask me what was the hardest assignment I had in these 4 semesters, was the one where I had to write an 8-page paper of a life narrative, right? I didn't know how the professor wanted it done. She gave us like an outline of it, so we just had to fill those parts out. I didn't really like the outline because it was kind of like all over the place. It's like you bring up your past, and no, you'll bring up kind of like your present, then your past, then your childhood. It was like a little bit all over the place when it came to the outline. But the way I went about it is I put in a way where you'll understand my upbringing, you understand more of me as an individual, what I want for myself, for my family. So um, there was one thing that really hit a nerve for me. There was one thing that really hit a nerve for me in that whole outline, was when it said, what's one thing that you regret, right? And it hit a nerve, right? Because I'm like, oh my God, this is one thing I could write about, but I don't want to write about it because I don't know who's going to read it besides the professors, right? I did not know who else was going to read it. So it took a lot of thinking. Like, how do I go about? I don't know if I'm lagging. It looks like I'm lagging from this side. I don't know if I'm lagging. Um, it took a lot for me to really process, what am I gonna write? How am I gonna go about this? Remember, it's 8 pages long. It has to be 8 pages long. But for that one thing, what was the biggest regret in your life? I wrote like a page and a half, and that was very detailed, like very detailed, you know. And I even told my professor after I sent her that was it a final? Yeah, I believe that was the final. Yeah, that was the final for that class. I sent her a note. I'm like, listen, whatever you read in a narrative, please let it just be something you read, and that's it, and nobody else is gonna read it, right? Because it's very personal, it's very private. This is my life narrative. This is me talking about my life for the first time in ways that I never expected, you know. And I guess she liked my life narrative because I passed it with an A. Like I literally had all A's. Um, so yeah, you know, semester's over. We have 2 weeks off until they start sending us emails and telling us where our grades are at, what is our final grades, you know, to see if you're graduating. And come to find out, I get the email that I kept harassing my friend, I kept harassing Wadi, like, oh my gosh, how am I supposed to know that I'm graduating this year? Like, what's going on? This is my final semester. What's taking them so long? And it was a huge, hey, Shaka, it was a huge delay with these grades, right? Because I think they had the system went down a couple of times while they was grading. I was getting depressed. I was getting anxiety, just waiting and waiting. Like, oh my gosh, when am I gonna hear from the school my final grades and to see if I'm graduating? It took like 2 weeks. When that week came in, I got the email confirmation that your girl here, me, Sonia, was graduating, right? But the one thing I didn't know that threw me off guard was when I read that I was graduating with Latin honors. I was like, Latin honors, like, what is this? I had to go into into my college catalog to see what it is, and it was due to my GPA, right? 3.689, something like that, I think it was. So when I found that out, I was just like so stunned and shocked. Like I cried tears. Hey MK, like I cried. Like I cried. You would think somebody died. Like that's how much tears was coming down my face because I was so happy. Like so happy. Like I never expected um you know, yes, I know I'm impatient. Yes, I'm impatient when I want something and I don't get it right away. Yes, I'm very impatient. I was so full of joy. My tears came out, and it's like all that self doubt that was building within me over time, little by little. Um, Also, the fact that I had people secretly wishing me to fail, because you could tell when somebody wished to see you fail, right? You could just see it, you could feel it. I cannot say this enough. It's like it opened a door for me within myself. It unleashed this part of me where when I walk with my head held high, and it's like I don't really doubt myself anymore after seeing that email. Um Graduation day came, no, before we even, when we found out we was graduating. Now the next question was, are we going to have an in-person graduation held at Radio City Music Hall, which is very well known, guys. That's where they do the rockets, Christmas rocket show and all that. Because of COVID, right? COVID was still high earlier this year, and we were waiting. Boom, they finally told us we're doing in-person graduation, not virtually. So that was a big plus for me, because I was saying I want to wear my cap and gown. I want to get all dressed and pretty. Um, and it was one of the most amazing things ever. Like, I was like, yes, now I got to buy my graduation dress. And that took over a month to shop for, because I'm very picky when it comes to getting dressed up. Like, I'm very picky. When it comes to getting all dressed up and all decked out, I'm very picky with dresses. I'm a jeans and t-shirt kind of girl, or jeans and a nice blouse kind of girl. I'm not a let's wear a dress type of girl. I'm not. So for that, I made an exception. I bought a beautiful dress that you guys could see on my thumbnail for today's clip, and it was a beautiful hot day too. So my closest friend flew in from Texas to give me support, and to accompany me and drive me to my graduation. Wadi was there. Wadi got this whole Canon camera to take pictures. They used their phone too. And it was just one of the most amazing experiences to be able to sit in a very large auditorium setting that's famous. It's very famous in NYC. Sit, I think, like 5 rows from the actual stage, and sit with my classmates. That was one of the most best moments of my life. But I'm not gonna lie, that wasn't the worst thing. Well, I wouldn't say the worst thing, but let me tell you, the funny thing was when they was telling us to line up and go around so we could kind of like go on stage when they started announcing the names, because it was live streaming. Many people saw me walk across the stage live, literally, because it was streaming live um, on the college's website. My sister-in-law watched it live. My niece, my best friend, my other friends, the ones who mattered to me the most. Haiti, Sean, the ones who mattered. Look, he's the one who stood up with me till 3 in the morning at times, helping me with my assignments. Right? I felt so bad because he had to go to work too. So it's like we both were like, I don't know how to say it. We were both like, no, we're gonna get this done. We're gonna make this happen. He's been a very big supporter for me to graduate college, like very big supporter. Um, and yeah, like I was saying, like when they were telling us to line up, I was telling my classmate, like, I don't think I could walk across the stage. Like I started getting I started getting shaky, right? My hands started getting shaky. I started getting all sweaty because it was also hot. There was so many people. Hey Bree! Oh my gosh, I never thought I'd see Bree here. I gotta clap it up for Bree. Guys, you need to follow her. She be doing ASMR. Beautiful girl too. She's a fabulous woman. Like, you guys have no idea. Um, it was just like, I was like, oh my gosh, how am I gonna walk on stage? My fear was like, I'm wearing heels. I'm gonna end up slipping and falling down the stairs in front of everybody. Don't ask why I said that. It's just the fact that anybody, well, Deshaun, Wadi, and my best friend, my sister, she could tell ya the weirdest things always happen to me. I don't know why. things always happen to me out of nowhere. So that was like, oh my gosh, I was telling my friend, I can't walk across the stage. I'm about to just make a dip. Like I'm about to just run and go right back to my seat. She was like, no, you gotta come. You gotta come. I stood quiet and I was like waiting a good minute, like maybe a minute or so until they call my name. When they called my name, and I have the clip on my phone, I'll probably share it on Twitter. Not sure. Probably share it on Twitter. Um, I shook hands, of course, with the I forgot this guy's name, but um he's like related to the president of the school or whatever. And I shook his hand and took a picture. And I have that picture printed it out 3 times. I have it here at home. I have one in the frame, and the other ones are just like in the paper frames. Um, I shook his hand. He took a picture, and I walked across that stage. And I just felt all the nerves leaving my body as I'm walking down the stairs after I walked across the stage. I got so many text messages that day, messages from people that I didn't expect to receive messages from. Oh my gosh, Sonia, congratulations. We knew you could do it. And I'm just like, okay, yeah, sure, you thought I could do it, because a real friend will help you and be there and show that they really support you, right? Half of these people that was texting me saying that they were proud of me, not one day have they reached out to me to see how the school was going. But yet they saw me walk across the stage, right? And this is what I mean, guys. It's like, oops, sorry, Deshaun. This is what I mean. Like, you know who your real supporters are because they're there for you through thick and thin, ups and downs, and the in between. You know, it took a lot. It took a lot. Like you don't get the anxiety I was going through studying, making sure my assignments were up to par with the professor's expectations. It was a lot. It was the president's honor roll list, bro. But yeah, it was like one of the most important things that ever happened in my life besides being a mom, besides becoming a mother. This meant so much to me. And the reason I did this episode is because a lot of us, a lot of you here watching, or those who are going to watch later on, a lot of us start doubting ourselves because of others. Don't ever give that anybody that power to instill doubt inside of you. Never give anybody that opportunity. I don't care who it is, your father, your mother, your brother, your sister, your own children, uncles, your friends, real friends. It looks like I'm lagging from this side. Jesus, my whole mouth just stood open, my eyes still closed a bit. Don't judge me. um, it's like you could really tell who your friends are, honestly speaking. And I'm not saying it like, oh, she's my friend because she goes with me to the store. Oh no, no, your friends are gonna be with you in everything, the good, the bad, the ugly, the in between. I cannot say this enough. Like, I cannot say this enough. Deshaun had no reason to help me review my homework, but he did it because he knew how much this meant to me. He knew how much I need to prove to myself that I could also do this, right? And I used to harass him day and night. Before we went to work, after we came out of work, I was texting him, emailing him like, look, this is my assignment. How does it look so far? You know, very supportive. I graduated college. For some of you who don't know, I graduated college at the age of 35, guys. 35. My goal was to graduate college at 21. But this is how things, like, whatever plans you have for yourself might not happen at the moment you planned it for yourself, right? Sometimes things come up and it's like it kind of throws you off a little bit. But at the end of the day, when you are really passionate about something, you go back for it, and go back for it twice as hard, because you know the first time you missed out. So the second time you better come, and you better come at it fast and hard and do what you need to do. Don't ever doubt yourself. You want to be a singer? What do you got to do to be a singer, guys? Take vocal classes. Learn your notes, high notes, your lows, right? Wait, my first semester I got a C, but that's because that professor was a little tough one. You know, he took 3 weeks to give me a makeup assignment, and that was on him. But yeah, I'm still don't pay the price for that one, but it's okay. Yeah, that's true. When I went to quit, I'm telling you, I was gonna throw my laptop across the room a couple of times. Like, I'm telling you, I was getting so frustrated with myself. Like, this homework is too hard. I don't understand this crap. And everybody's like, no, you're doing this. You set yourself to do this. You're doing this. Mm-hmm. And let me tell you, like, being a mom, it was hard. I'm telling you guys, like, for some of you who don't have children, use this opportunity to improve on yourself, to work on yourself, to work on your goals. Because sometimes, I'm not saying having a child sets you back intentionally, but it's a bit difficult, right? Because you always, as a parent, you got to put their needs first before you put yours. And it was hard. I telling you, it was hard to go to sleep at 3 in the morning at times, wake up at 6, get showered, get the kids ready for school, take them to school, come back upstairs, do my virtual classes, go to cook, go to work, come home, help my 6 year 5 year old at that time home, which was in kindergarten, then work on my assignment and do that for like a couple of months. It was crazy. I feel like I got a piece of hair in my back. Yeah, okay, I got it out. Sonia, you're explaining my life right now. Last time I bought edibles, I only got 30 THC. Not enough, so I was determined and got 50 this time. I will get high no matter what the haters say. I tried not to laugh because I start coughing, but that was funny. I'm trying not to laugh because I will start choking. I don't want to choke. You see how my voice starts changing? I need to moisturize my throat. And don't say nothing on what I just said, guys. I'm talking about like drinking some water because you guys always want to go elsewhere. Yeah, little pervs. First of all, the dinosaur laptop that you're mentioning right now, because now you want to throw shade. You was the one who picked it out for me. Remember that? Yeah, it was you who bought that laptop, that dinosaur you're talking about. Just to be clear over here, okay? Yeah, Wadi got me a new laptop because we needed a faster laptop because the one I had originally was lagging like crazy. So the new laptop was working faster and it helped me get things done better. Oh, come on, guys. Stop coming at me, damn it. We're not going to talk about my dinosaur laptop, which I still have, by the way, but we're not going to talk about that. We're not getting off topic here about laptops. Jesus. You guys are so mean bullying me. Um, but yeah, guys, if I managed to graduate with Latin honors, with being on the president's honor roll list twice, being a mom and a working employee, you can do anything. Anything you set your mind to, guys. Anything. Anything. Just set yourself to have a schedule if that's gonna work for you. Give yourself like a like an outline. How you're gonna go about reaching a certain goal. What is that you need to do to reach a goal, right? Stop coming for that laptop. Like I said, you the one who bought it, so shh, be quiet. Jeez. Anyways, before you throw shade at my products, make sure It's not you who bought it to begin with. Okay? All right. So yeah, guys, with that said, always be smart with your choices as far as what you want to do for yourself as far as growth. And the table you sit at, meaning the people you surround yourself with in the process of this growth. Because not everybody that sits and eats at the table with you is really supporting you. We got to be real here, you know. First of all, I don't understand this i3 core, whatever quantum, whatever all this computer stuff is. Just, and I don't think anybody else here understands computer parts the way Wadi does. He's a master geek when it comes to computers. He could build them from scratch. But yeah, guys, I don't know why my picture. My skin is ashy. See, for anybody who says light skinned people don't get ashy, we get ashy. My legs are ashy right now, but that's a topic for another day, guys. No, don't forget to like the stream and also leave a comment. Um, I will also like to say for tomorrow stream, because I will be streaming tomorrow. You know my weekly streams. I'm gonna be talking about relationships. You know, the then and the now, and of course, is it love or is it convenience, right? Because at this point, it's a very triggering topic for most. I'm gonna put it out there that topic's a bit triggering for others. Don't smash the like button like you're Hulk, because I'm not responsible if you break something on the keyboard, the mouse, whatever it may be that you're, smashing, Steve. Gotta be a little more specific, buddy. Wow, Steve just noticed that Jedi's here. Oh, this is too funny. But yeah, guys, be passionate with what you do. Be smart with what you do. Don't give up. Don't give up. Even if you have just yourself to say that you could do it, do it. There's amazing brains out there. I'm gonna say amazing brains because even the smartest people have doubt, right? And it's people like us that's gonna keep making a difference. That's gonna keep proving people wrong. And it's all about time. It's all about the passion you have for it. Why? I know nobody has asked this of me. Why do I have the name Queen Perseverance? Well, Perseverance was something that my friend, she's not here today. I think she's running an errand. Um, she always used to tell me, Sonia, you're gonna persevere in all things that you do, right? And I used to doubt myself at that time, like a lot when me and her, used to hang out. But don't ever judge yourselves. Don't doubt yourself. Gently tap the binary neutral color changing non-judging thumbs up to show appreciation. Um okay, yeah, just lightly click on the mouse pad, the like button. Lightly, press the keys on your keyboard and leave a comment, positive comment at that. Remember, guys, I am open to streaming different topics. So don't feel free to leave a comment telling me what you would like for me to talk about. I don't have a problem with that. I'm very open minded. This is a safe zone channel. I try to keep all toxicity off this when I'm streaming. Listen, my legs are ashy. Okay, smash the like button. Just don't say that it was because of me. It broke. I'm not replacing nobody's keyboard. I'm not replacing nobody's click. I mean, mouse. Wow. I'm not replacing anything. So just know it was Steve. Look, see, on record, Steve was the one who said smash the like button, right? Okay. Just to clarify that part. I'm not taking accountability for that. Know your worth. Know your worth, guys. I was forever gonna say this. Know your worth as a person. Know your worth. And let me tell you something. Now I'm gonna go off this topic for a little bit. Why can't I get the same amount of views that I got today eating a McDouble from McDonald's with my camel frappe? Did y'all see that on my YouTube short? Did y'all see I have 2.3K views and like 50 something likes on that short? And I'm just like, why can't I get the same amount of love on my clips, on my stream? But it is what it is, you know. Like I said, some people do it for fun. Like I do the shorts, food shorts for fun. All right, guys. I gotta like, you know, play around with my channel a little bit here and there. I don't want you guys to think, oh my gosh, this girl's all about mental health, but no fun time. I am preparing a food challenge. Preparing it for like a whole month and a half. However, the people invited for this food challenge seems to be going through some personal things, and I'm not gonna publicly announce it because I respect this person a lot. So when this person is ready, I am here. So when you're ready, we could do this. I'm not doing that one chip challenge because I read reviews talking about sending people to the bathroom or to the ER. Smash the like, smash the like button like you smash through the walls that hold you back in life while you persevere. Hey, I think Steve just like typing the word smash in captions. That's totally Steve, by the way. Steve, you should explain to us the whole falling on your butt on ice and how it still hurts to this day. That was a funny tweet. Yeah, Tim, it's on Amazon. I was gonna literally buy the chip, the one spicy chip thing on Amazon. It was $13 for that one chip. But when I read the review that it was sending people to the hospital, getting them like the runs to the bathroom, I was like, do I really want to risk that? You know, but I kind of regret it because Shaka did it by himself. So I kind of feel so bad. But hopefully one day, soon, very soon, I'm going to do my little, stunt of food and challenges. And guys, please watch my YouTube shorts. I did do a small clip of eating jalapeno with cream cheese and Takis. It's pretty good, guys. Don't knock it till you try it. And I know I'm not being paid to promote this. Don't knock it till you try it. I mean, that's what life is, guys. You gotta experience. You gotta experiment with things. Have fun with because what's the point of doing things and not having fun at the same time, right? This is how you get bored. You get tired of it. You gotta live a little. Explore out your comfort zone. Come out your comfort zone. That's where the growth comes in. You know. I didn't see the video, but I know he ate the chip. Dude, we're not gonna talk about spiders. I saw a YouTube short on spiders, and uh-uh. It's. I'm just happy where I live at. Like I can't do those. No, ew. Oh, I got goosebumps. That's disgusting. I don't like insects. I promised someone I do the one chip challenge once my ASMR channel gets monetized. Brie, I hope you do it. And I want to be there watching it. Like I want to be the first one watching. I'm like, go Brie, go Brie. I'm gonna be cheering you on. That is right. We all have inner strength and greatness, and no one should strip us from reaching our true potential self. Screw it. The minute Brie becomes monetized, we're all doing the one chip challenge for support. All of us. But we're gonna do it as, oh, I shouldn't say this. Ladies go first. Nah. I'm gonna have Steve do it first. Steve is gonna do it first. It is whatever we wish success to be. Spiders crawling your mouth. Okay. That's one thing I never wanted to read in my life. Thanks, Steve. Because now I'm gonna be scared to leave my mouth open like this when I'm sleeping. Thanks. Not that I sleep like that, guys. I do not sleep with my mouth open. Oh, I really appreciate that dude who's saying that. She sure was. I was like, that what homework we got tonight? Hosers first. What? Where do you guys get this information from? I mean, Angelina Jolie was eating some insects with her children in Africa because that's something they eat. Like like certain parts of Africa, that's what they eat. It's a delicacy. But me, I'm not gonna eat that. Mm-mm. Okay, guys, you see it? Please like and subscribe to her channel. Share the link. Brie, let me see if I could find you. Unless you want to share your link up here. I don't even know how to spell. Oh, I found it. Nope. Oh yeah, I did find it. All right, so this is her channel. Please like, subscribe, and share. I don't know why I cannot. Okay, this is how I do it. That's her channel, guys. That this link right here. I need everybody to like, share, subscribe. Let's get her to grow. Oops. I hope I don't get that restrictions because of that one thing playing. All right, hold on, Bree. Let me see how I do this real quick. Okay. Okay, Bree, I put you as a mod. So yes, guys, please send this link to your friends. Anybody that likes looking at food, eating food, share the link with them. Because if not, you're missing out. We got to show support to each other, to our friends. This is something Bree does enjoy doing besides working. She's a very hard working woman. Let me tell you that. And I kind of miss her talking about her schedule and her day at work. Oh, well, you're a mod now, so you could post it. I put you as a mod, so you could post the link.
Do that.
Sorry, guys. Why did you just explain to me about the whole muting the thing? But I kind of left my phone on the short, so as soon as I opened up my YouTube on my phone, that's when the music started playing. She's at has a wrench now. Okay, guys, that's the link. The one that's right here, that's the link, guys. Make sure you like, subscribe. Also, leave comments of what you liked. Show her support, guys. Like, for real. Listen, you know how I started putting people as mods? I have to use my phone, right? As I'm streaming live to put the mods in because I don't know how to do it on this desktop. I'm still a noob, guys. Don't judge me. I'm still learning, guys. He said wrench number. We have wrench numbers now.
Wrench number 8.
No, Jedi's being funny. He's a wrench number 26, 2048. Congrats, Bree. Look, watch me do it now. Um, oops. I'm still learning, guys. I think my best friend went to sleep. She abandoned me. Oh, now I caught on Bree. Now that I read that comment, now I caught on what he meant about Wrench 2048. It's because you're my phone just about almost everybody's channel. See, I told you guys I'm new. I'm a little slow at times. Okay, I'm still cool.
Yeah, but give me my cup.
Thank you. Yeah, because my throat is getting dry, and that's when I start choking and coughing.
I'm trying to stream to 9:15
You're one
to
of us,
9:30,
Steve.
Okay.
Steve is the biggest degenerate out of the whole group. Rent sale going on. How much, Sonia? Now my rentals are free. I just gotta get used to doing it on the desktop. That's the only thing I don't know how to do. I'm learning. I'm trying to learn, guys. What happened, babe? Come here. Let me check your forehead. My daughter is sick again. It's whatever bug is going around. This flu season really sucks. Yeah, I'm gonna start signing off because I gotta give her medication before she breaks down to a fever again. Legal Alien kind of ghosted everybody. I think he's going through a lot in his personal life. So I would say check on him, guys. You know, make sure he's okay. Get off camera, mommy. Para que no me lo quiten, okay? Check on him. You know, make sure he's okay. You know, and also keep people's business off of social media. Whatever people entrust you with, you know, whatever people tell you, keep it to yourselves. You know, don't share with the next person, even if they might already know what's going on. You know, just learn how to respect that boundary, right? All right, guys. Thank you for coming. Bree, honestly, you honestly surprised me today. I never thought I'll see you in the chat, in the room, whatever. But everybody, thank you. And remember that you matter. Keep going after what you want. Keep pushing, keep persevering. You got this. Don't let anybody or anything stop you from achieving your goals and your dreams. You know, with that said, thank you. Now I love sharing my stories. I feel like a lot of you guys can learn something from it, you know, and I'm no longer the only one who's going through things. So, you know, don't ever feel like you're alone either. You know, there's many others going through the same thing, more or less. All right, guys. Have a good night. Thank you for coming. Please like, share, and subscribe. Leave a comment. Oh my God. Welcome to the Wrench Club, guys. All right. Catch you tomorrow. Don't forget 1:30 Eastern time. 1:30, guys. 1:30, guys. 1:30 Eastern. Catch you later. Take care. See you on Twitter.